Hello and welcome to another draft. It just popped. I started the recording when there were 7 in, but I got lucky and I got in just instantly. Well, not lucky of course, but so this pack, it's actually a bunch of garbage in my eyes. Flame Javelin and Skullcrack are probably the best. Skullcrack only does it to a player though. So Flame Javelin is probably the pick. It heavily commits me to red on the first side, but I mean you can basically cast it in anything for 6 mana, which isn't that great, but at least my options open. What else is there? There's Entreaty Angels, but actually not a big fan of this kind of cards. Okay, they're game breaking, they're game winning. Yeah, let's pick the more all-round card and pick up Flame Javelin and see where that brings us. Baneslayer Angel, probably the pick. 5 mana Nuts card. Court of Calling, so good. Braids is fine, it's fun. Mana League, fast and fun. Yeah, it's League of Legends with Dominion, I think that's the map called. Yeah, I play League of Legends. I think most of us do these days. Strip Mine seems fine. Do I want something white yet already? I don't think so, so we'll go for the Strip Mine and punish greedy mana bases. People bug me again. Anyway, we're just leaving open our options at this point. Don't want to commit into something yet. I think Withered Wayfarer is fine if you have the Strip Mine already. And we're gonna play these two colors. It's a creature. This is also really good though when it's flying. But are we not gonna pick up enough of those? We probably are, so I'll go for the Wayfarer for now. Just keep on talking. So, tried recording a draft before. Draft went fine, but in the first game, so annoyed. The guy had basically played 5 colors, just played good cards, and he had the exact mana he needed every turn for every card in his hand. He did draft a lot of things, some stuff that he assumed that was a lot of fix, but stuff like Sunken Runes should not be considered a fix. Like this, I do not consider this fix. This is fix. This is not fix. He didn't seem to grasp that, but it didn't matter. He kicked my ass anyway, and I lost. So I'm recording this right after, and people are still talking to me, even though I said I'm recording, but okay. So here, seeing as we have this, we could be control, so we could pick up the Catastrophe, which is the great card in general. Windswept Heat allows us to fix. Tropical Island allows us to play 4 colors, which I want. Cascade Bluffs allows us to play blue. This is a great card, but not in the colors that I want. I think I'll go for the fix here. So survival, I think the fix is fine now, and survival is the pick here. Let's go 3 colors Naya yet again, just like the draft that I won. Porcelain Legionary is something I want to pick up later, but survival is just too strong to pass up. So we'll be white-green at this point with a splash to red. Maybe we can just play the Flame Javelin, we can just abandon the Flame Javelin and go for another 3rd color. We shall see, and we get rewarded with a Vengevine in the very next pack. Wow. So yeah, let's do that again. What else have I been doing? Well, today not a lot. Yesterday evening I went pokering yet again and lost 55 euros. Basically was down a bit. So back to the pack, let's pick Talia. I was down a bit, then got up again to 95 euros, where I wanted to be, and then got three-handed because a bunch of people left already, either by being bust or Honor of the Pure. Is it worth it? I don't think so. Time Warp, no. Skullcrack, maybe, but I doubt it. I think the more powerful card here is Forest Stronghold, which I will pick up, probably won't play, but it's the most powerful card. And then I got dealt Ace Queen, re-raised someone, so three-handed. An ace came on the flop, and we basically, he went all in eventually, and he had Ace King where I had Ace Queen. Yeah, it's kind of cooler, especially since the ace comes out at that point. So here probably again Court of Calling, and we're looking to pick up some equipment, maybe Stoneforge Mystic, some mana creatures, some more early game drops. Bloodbraid Elf would be fine, Recurrent Nightmare would be fine yet again, and then I will go for the black, of course. I never actually had Survival of the Fittest with Recurrent Nightmare. I don't actually know if it is in the cube. Creatures you control get worse off. Nope, let's go for Light Tutor. You never know. And here we have a bunch of junk. Is this good? I don't think so, but it might be a sideboard card. So besides poker, I'm obviously recording a bunch of stuff. The wall climbing as a hobby. I'm just trying to fill the gap. I mean, this draft is going slowly. Jack up. No, and I don't know if actually people wanna just hear me commentate about my thought process about the draft, or just want to talk about other stuff, or wanna hear me talk about other stuff sometimes during dull moments. I think having silence in the video isn't that great, and you have to have some kind of flow. Here we open up a Primeval Titan, which seems to be really good for me. Violet ticket if I do splash the red, but I can't pass up a Primeval Titan, which is just the better card. Wow, it's 6 mana Flame Javelin. So let's hide it for now. It's our first pick and we're gonna hide it. So yeah, Strip Mine, Forest Stronghold with Primeval Titan. Fine cards. Wouldn't mind the Birthing Pot now. I actually had that last draft. Birthing Pot didn't have any card that I said, oh yeah, I really want that one. But it doesn't really matter, does it? So here, really, we have nothing. We have Fetid Heat. If you go for the black, and again, I do not consider this to be fixed, so it's not that great of a card for me. Crucible is fine with Strip Mine, so I think that's the way to go then. And with Enlightened Tutor, so if you show all, we have the Enlightened Tutor there. This is fixed, yeah. But I think Restoration Angel is probably the way to go, as it's the more powerful card. And then we might pick up this later, but Restoration Angel fits in our colors, it's a creature. It's not good with anything at this point, except Primeval Titan, but we might pick up some cards that it's good with. Crucible with Strip Mine, and we have the Enlightened Tutor, which we will play then for Survival or the Crucible. So we basically have ways to get our combos, and then just Strip Mine people out of the game. Looks like fun, right? Well, at least it is for me. So Mother of Runes or Kozali Pride Mage. I think Mother of Runes is really good. If you want to play slow, I think Kozali Pride Mage is also really good, but Mother of Runes gives a really unique effect. will go for that. Whipcorder was also in there, which was good. So here, Necromancy is actually something I drafted the time before this with the survival, and I will pick it up again just because I think it's really good, and especially since we have the Enlightened Tutor, we can get that as well. We already have 3 targets, so let's get it in our deck. I wish you could just see which cards you hit, but what do we want? Nothing specific. So yeah, I've also been playing Spelunky a lot. If you haven't watched those videos, you can, of course, but I'm not that great of a player in it, so I'm practicing it. What else do I want to do in the future? I probably want to do a Let's Play of Fez. For those who haven't seen the game yet, it's a 3D, 2D platformer, puzzle platformer. It's a really great game. I haven't finished it yet, I'm at like 82%. But I completed most of the puzzles, I figured out most of the riddles, and the stuff you need, like the alphabet, the numbers. And it just, I find it to be an ingenious game. I'll obviously elaborate on that when I play the game. And I think I'll be doing that next week somewhere. I have to figure out some things, like how far do I want to go? Do I want to complete the game fully? Because 100%ing that game is insane. Actually, haven't seen a playthrough of it yet. And here we get Stoneforge Mystic or Fauna Shaman. I think Stoneforge Mystic is the better card, as it's... So if you pick the Fauna Shaman, we're basically saying, okay, we have 2 survivals then, but we have the Enlightened Tutor to get a survival, and Stoneforge Mystic is just more rewarding if you do pick up a decent equipment. If you do not pick up a decent equipment, okay, the Fauna Shaman would have been better, but Stoneforge is just bonkers if you do get an equipment, which it doesn't appear to be, but we still have an entire pack to go, of course. So Still Moon Cavalier, or Cavalier, I think it's called. Wasteland here, seeing as we have the other one, Stonecloaker, yeah. It's a form of Graveyard Hate, it saves my creatures, and it's a flyer, and flash. And the fact that you can just keep removing people's graveyard for 3 mana each turn is beneficial, is useful. You never know. It might be that I won't play the Necromancy if I do not get any kind of fix, though. Doesn't matter at that point. I don't have any removal either. Academy Rector. I think I'll pick it up. At this point I won't play it, seeing as I do not have a recurring nightmare or anything like that. Is it actually in the cube? I need to look that up. I'll get to do this. Let's look it up right now. Modo Cube list. The Magic Online Cube returns. It has been posted January the 22nd. Yeah, Cube Draft Card List. Which are the cards? Cube list. So it might be in here. Let's Control F to recurring nightmare. It seems to be in there. And this list is from... Does it have a date? I can't find the date of it, but according to the list I found here on their official website, which is www. I'll pick out some links. www.wizards.com, obviously. It should be in here, so I have no clue why we never saw it. It's probably a high contested pick, of course. Which equipment do I want? Do I want the Skull Clamp? Probably. Man, it's like the 3 less cards and people are going real slow with their picks. I'm not that heavy on green. Do I want Ripcorder here or Pristine Angel? I think so. Pristine Angel is a good card, but Ripcorder is just early game, and we need early game. It's also can be considered some kind of removal. And at worst, it's for 3 mana at 2/2. I don't think I'll cast it a lot on turn 2 though. So yeah, Bird Life. It's odd that some of these cards are in here while they have no other benefit, like Bird Life is fine, but how much... Oh, what are those pictures? Okay, never mind. So Bird Life is in there, but there isn't that much reanimation going on. And you need to get lucky with it to have reanimation, and if you want to go for it, you have to hope that someone else isn't trying to force it. So you better read the draft and try to go in the colors that are open, like this white here. I keep getting white. I got like Stoneforge Mystic on 7th pick, which shouldn't happen. Do I have an equipment here? I do not. I do have a wolf here though, which is the strongest card here. Yeah, I have fix here, but I can't pass up the wolf here. We still would want an equipment. If there's not one in the next two packs, I probably next two picks. Packs, of course. There's not 5 packs. I probably won't get one, but we'll see momentarily when people actually pause me the next booster. I'm trying to work on the pronunciation of words, even when I talk my normal language, which is Dutch. I probably don't pronunciate the words enough, and to have that while talking another language with a bunch of viewers, I understand that it's annoying. That's why I also try to fill in the gaps when I'm talking. So Wall of Blossom or Overgrown Tomb? Good question. Or Boreal Druid, of course. So if I get this, I can play Necromancy. That's basically it. I can also get it with Windswept Heat, so I don't need to play that much fix. Do I really want the Necromancy? Good question. I don't think I do. I think if I want the Necromancy, then the Boreal Druid will just be better. What can I accelerate into it? Not that much, so Wall of Blossoms is probably better. Just have the defense and say I have the late game, it's a creature, it cantrips, I'll go for the wall. And then we get another fix, or a Beastodine and a Skin Render. Yeah, great. Or Flagstones, of course, but I don't think that's the pick. Anything else here that I might want? Beastodine, of course. Might be the pick. It removes stuff, it can also kill land. Yeah, I'll go for Beastodine. It's my solution at this point, as I pass up the Kozali Pride Mage for Mother of Runes and have no Acidic Slime. It's my only solution at this point for anything I dislike. Here we have Cloud God Ranger, which is a strong card. Even Mind Sensor is fine, Decree of Justice me. So I'll go for the Cloud Goat. And I wish I picked up the Boreal Druid. So if we hide this, we have 20 cards, so we need 3 more. That sounds good. We have 15 creatures, which is fine. I've also been playing a bunch of an MMO, free MMO Terra. I actually like the combat system, but it's just something I do from time to time just to keep myself busy. It's not something I'm gonna invest a lot of time in. Like 6 years ago when WoW, World of Warcraft, came out, I played that a lot. I played it with the second expansion as well, but I actually got tired there and then just stopped playing eventually when it became a grinding game, because I hate grinding games. Wow, options here. So again, I get fix or a big creature, and I think yet again I will go for the big creature because I like creatures. And my curve is actually looking decent, I think, with like 8 big casting cost cards, which isn't that much, and they all have a decent effect. What do we have that's not a creature early game? So Stoneforge is basically out at this point, since we do not have an equipment, which I'm sad about. The final shame would have been better then, but yeah, sometimes you have to take that gamble, and I think if we get rewarded with it, with a better skull, which might happen with any kind of equipment, you get rewarded a lot heavier than with the final shaman. So I think natural order here is the pick. It allows me to get a primeval titan a lot faster. Kodama's reach could be the pick. It allows me to go into 5 drops faster. I do not. It sacrifices a green creature, so I only have 1 to sacrifice. So the reach is probably the better pick. I can also get another Misa here or a Reviarch, but I'll go for the reach, which accelerates me into these. Then we have a Blastoderm or a Top. Blastoderm is a great creature, but I think since Divine Top is just more powerful. And yet another fixer. Wow. Yeah, there's nothing else in the pack that we want, so pick up the fix and see if any of the other fix wield, and I can still consider Necromancy. So what targets do we have for Enlightened Tutor at this point? So yeah, Stoneforge Mystic is out. That's easy. We might play the Volred Stronghold if we get more fix. So what was in there? There was a Scrubland, an Overgrown Tomb, then one of the boss lands, Order of Basilica, I think it was. Yep, it was. So that's something important that you have to keep in mind while drafting yourself. Consider which cards my table. I'm not actually elaborating on that, but it's always in the back of my mind. Here I'll pick up the Maze of It. It's a great card, especially if I have the Weathered Wayfarer. The Overgrown Tomb did wheel. Whoa, Vindicate is still in there, but if I pick the Vindicate, I do not have the fix, and if I do not have the fix, I cannot play the Vindicate. So if I now get the Scrubland, I'll be a happy fella. And then the Volred Stronghold is actually worth something. I might play 18 lands then, seeing as 2 of them have utility, 3 of them, 4 of them, and 1 doesn't tap for mana. So you can't consider it to be a land, even though it takes up a land drop. And with Weathered Wayfarer, there's a lot of action going on. So the Scrubland did wheel. So I got rewarded for passing those. So now the Necromancy is back in. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 22 cards. 23 with the Necromancy, so 1 too much. Probably Stefflings out of there. Well, I pronounce it Stefflings, which is wrong, I guess, since it's step. Stefflings would be PH, like Steve or Stephanie. Steve with PH would be really weird. Even my sensor, sure. I'm not gonna play it main deck, but you never know. Might get some things to drink between the draft and the run, because my voice is getting hoarse a bit. Been recording the entire day, and we get a Basilica as well. I might not play that though, not sure yet, but at this point I have 4 fix without the Basilica. Ravagers of War. Yeah, maybe. With Crucible it's great, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. Academy Runes, yeah, not gonna play it. So what's our game plan? Is basically survive the early game, win on some kind of combo, or win on powerful creatures. It's that easy. We have no insane benefit with survival that allows us to say, well, now you're dead. But in general, survival is just good because it allows you to. Okay, give me a second. It allows you to turn your early game creatures, if you draw in late game, into better creatures. Let's split this up. So these are gone, right? Maybe the flame javelin, but we'll see. These are gone. This one to the side, and this is a 6-drop in this deck. So this isn't a creature. This is gone. 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 So we have 23 here. And then we have to consider lands. Do I want a Maze of Vito or something? Maybe. So 1, 2, maybe 1, 2, no. Maybe. So we have 1 black. We can cut that 1 black and then just play the black for the stronghold. I think Necromancy though is powerful enough to get like survival into discarding a Primeval or Yosei, then getting back. That's strong enough. We can also get something from the opponent. We do not have a Shrikma or something like that. We do not have a Genesis. Just didn't see him. It happens. The Fana Shaman didn't table either, so it might be that that person has it. Wow, someone already submitted. That's fast. So, do we want to run the Maze of It? I think with the Wither's Wayfarer, it's good enough to have around. And it gives a lot of options. So we basically have 4 colorless cards, 4 colorless lands that we actually want to run. 18 lands. We also have 4 fix for black for 1 card. 2 cards basically. Sorry. So I don't think I will play the Horrors of Basilica as it slows myself down. And it's just not worth it. What do I want to cut though? What is something that is in the deck that I might say, well, it's not worth it for me? Probably the Kadamas Reach. If I play 18 land, I should be able to make all the land drops. And even though it accelerates me into one of my bigger drops, I think my late game drops are, my early game drops are good enough to keep me around. So let's go by color. So yeah, white is the majority. We have green, white, white, then doesn't matter. So we have 14 mana sources, basically 14 colored mana sources. Do we want to split it 7-7? I think we do. Yeah. So we're gonna go with 6 forests and 5 plains, which is 1 too many. Oh yeah, of course. Didn't count the Overgrown Tomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're playing 1 plane more than forest, which is fine. Cory. Yep, we'll keep it like this, and I'll see you for round 1.